Hello students, in the previous class we have started image segmentation, and the image segment like how you recognize a isolated point. Now let us see the detection of an isolated point. In the figure you can see whatever the figure is shown in the figure, you can see a Laplacian mask. There is a Laplacian mask here. This is called Laplacian mask. So point detection is based on the second derivative, as we have discussed in the previous class. We have done the first derivative and second derivative of the points. So as you can see here, the first derivative and second derivative of the point. Therefore, the second derivative, what point detection is based on the second derivative. Point detection can be achieved simply by using a Laplacian mask, as shown in the figure here. You can see -1, all the pixels in the center pixel is 8, all the other pixels are -1, and points are detected at those pixels in the subsequent filter images that are above the threshold value. That is nothing but g of x comma y is equal to 1. G of x comma y is equal to 1 if R of x comma y region is greater than or equal to threshold. Otherwise it is 0, where G is the output image, where T is the non-zero threshold value, and R is the region, which, as we have discussed in the previous class, R is the region given by R is the region. R is equal to summation I equal to 1 to 7, 0 to 7 Wi Ri. So this is the pixels values. This formation simply measures the weighted difference between the pixels and its 8 neighbors. The idea here is the intensity of an isolated pixel will be quite different from its surroundings, and thus will be easily detected by this type of mask. If you can see here, the only difference in the intensity that are considered of interest are those of large enough value to be considered as an isolated point. Here the point we have to note is, as usual for the derivative mask, the coefficient sum to 0, whatever the coefficient, if you take 8 neighbors -1, so -8 plus 8, so which is sum is equal to 0, indicating that the mask response will be 0 in areas of constant intensities. If it is a constant intensities, then the mask, whatever the sum, will be 0. Suppose if there are any like point detected or any variations is there, then you will be having the sum non-zero value. Now we'll see detection of an isolated point. Here in the figure you can see an isolated point in an image with an aid. So we can see here an example. This is an X-ray image of a turbine blade from a jet engine. The blade has a porosity in the upper right quadrant. If you can see the upper right circled quadrant of the image, and there is a single black point embedded inside the porosity. This point is there within the porosity. Now this third figure you can see is the result of applying the point detector mask to the X-ray image. This second figure, this figure, you can see the mask image. And the third figure, whatever is there here, this figure shows the result of using the threshold, whatever the threshold is there, equal to 90% of the highest absolute pixel value in the image. The single pixel is clearly visible in this image. This type of change at a single pixel location that are surrounded by homogeneous black background in the area of detector mask. When this condition is not satisfied, other methods can be applied to the detecting the intensity changes. So next complexity is the line detection. We have discussed the point detection. Now line detection. Line detection can be expected on the second derivative to the result in a stronger response and produce thinner lines than the first derivative. Thus we can use Laplacian mask, which is shown here, Laplacian mask, for a line detection, also keeping in mind that the double line effect of the second derivative must be, we should handle it properly. Here you can see a figure which is of 486 by 486 binary values, either zeros or 1, only black or white pixels. This is a picture of a portion of a wire bound mask for an electronic circuit. The second figure shows this figure. This is the example, and the second figure shows the Laplacian image. Because the Laplacian image contains negative values, scaling is necessary for displaying it. So the magnified section shows the mid gray, which represents 0, and darker shades of the gray represent negative values, and the lighter shades are positive values. You can see here. So mid section shows whatever the mid section is there, it shows the representations of zeros, whereas the darker lines, whatever the darker shades with the gray, are shown that represent the negative values, and whatever the lighter shades are there, that represent the positive. And the double line effect is clearly visible in the magnified region, whatever here. By observation we can feel that it is like, we may feel that it is easy to handle the negative values by just simply taking the absolute value of the Laplacian image, but this approach doubles the thickness of the lines. A more suitable approach is to use the only positive values of the Laplacian. In noisy situations, we use the value that exceeds a positive threshold to eliminate random variations about the zero caused by the noise. This approach results in thinner lines, which are considerably more useful. For example, if you see in this figure B and C and D, when the lines are wide with respect to the size, Laplacian of size of the mask, the lines are separated by zero value. The first figure shows the image, and the second shows the Laplacian image magnified section, which shows the positive negative double line effect characteristics of the Laplacian, and the next figure shows the absolute value of the Laplacian, and the last figure shows the positive value of the Laplacian. Now consider, for the line detection mask and with an angles, consider these images. Suppose the image with a constant background and contains various lines. Orientation at 0, 45, plus 45 or minus 45 and 90 degrees is filtered with the first mask, whatever the first mask is there. So the maximum response would occur at image locations in which the horizontal line passed through the middle row of the mask. This is easily verified by sketching a simple array of ones with a line of different intensities running horizontally through the arrays. And if you see a similar experiment would be revealed if the second mask responds best to the line's orientation at plus 45 angle degrees. The third mask for the vertical lines, and the fourth mask for the lines in minus 45 degrees angle. The preferred direction of each mask is weighted with a large coefficients other than the possible direction. The coefficients in each mask sum to 0 indicate a zero response in the area of the constant intensities. You can see here, first one is for horizontal, second is for the positive 45 degrees, and third one is for the vertical, and fourth one is for minus 45 degrees. In the next class, we'll see the edge models and also thresholdings. What are the basics of the thresholding? How noise is removed by using thresholding? What is global thresholding? And what is optimal thresholding or Stoss methods, etc. Thank you.